Our Board of Selectmen for January 27th. This meeting is to discuss the potential purchase of a building inspector and code enforcement, other department use vehicle.
Yeah, so I shared with you, John had looked up one 2021 Colorado in Keene that's available. And then after last meeting, you had asked me to reach out to Banks on the couple of used ones that we found.
Now, before you get started, is the front door unlocked?
Yep.
Okay.
So I reached out to Banks Tuesday, as you had asked me to, and talked to the kid. He's a resident aware sales manager, and told him what we had, what we were looking at, what I wanted to accomplish, and he asked me if he could have the day to do that, and I said sure, because I didn't go through his whole inventory. I really just went through like 3 pages. There's like 12 pages of used stuff. So I told him kind of what I was just looking for, the basics. I just want 4-wheel drive, power windows, cloth seats, really nothing fancy. So I said I was kind of leaning towards 6 cylinders because the gas price. And so he's like, all right. He said, I'll do some research. So mid-afternoon, he came back to me and said, he called me and he said, done some research, and as a taxpayer, I'd like to talk you into a new one. And I said, wait a minute, I told you how much money I had. I know what your new ones go for. He said, well, just hear me out. So he said, it's actually a 4-cylinder, and I was like, there was silence, because I was like, 4 cylinders. I said, we got to go up over and down over hills and where? And he's like, no, it's a 8-speed, 2.7-liter turbo. I'll send you the sticker. And he said, but I reached out to GM, and GM has a bid assist for municipalities that's taking $9,100 off. So the truck, less the bid assist and the documentation fee, came to $34,996 for a new one. And if you remember, I gave you a list the other night, and I think the cheapest one was
No, 33,487 from, that was the Dodge Express.
That was the Dodge, yeah, okay. It was
Banks.
33,487 from Banks, and then that was an 18 though, so we were looking at 4 years old.
4 years old.
And then we looked at a couple of 19s over there. They were $37,000. So
Again, for used vehicles.
again, for used with around 26,000 miles on it. So he put his pencil to work and came back with the 22 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTD custom for the total of, it's a crew cab, 4-cylinder, 2.7-liter turbo, power windows, power door locks. It's not got every bell and whistle, but it's got a lot of bells and whistles for that price. So it's $34,996. It's $35,000 for brand new. It just arrived today at the dealership. So if you're a go, I have to text him so he can put a sold on it in the morning, if that's the route you go, or whatever you want to do.
Now, I had called Naomi around 5 o'clock this evening because a question I was going to ask, and I was hoping she'd be able to get an answer for me, is there an extended warranty option available to us for this?
Right.
And she has the information.
Yeah. So if you if you look at it, we have 336 bumper to bumper, and then they offer the 560 for the powertrain, things like that. So I called the sales manager back. He actually was home, so he had to call the dealership back and talk to one of them. But he offered us a 10-year, 100,000-mile, zero deductible for $3,600.
And to me, that's a no-brainer because we're going to time out, we're not going to mileage out on the warranty on a vehicle that stays in town. So to me, 10-year bumper to bumper with zero deductible for $3,600
Is a no-brainer.
Is a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It really
All you
is.
gotta do is have
Yeah,
some
I mean,
one big
with
fail.
they're supposed to have that on some of those cruises they got over there, and they end up down every place else but where they should be going for service.
Yep.
But
I'd rather
just,
take a
so I
local,
just want
so
you to
I
know, it
think
was
that's a better
10-year,
deal.
100,000 miles, and he said, and I'll throw in the zero deductible so you don't have to do it every time you come over and write a check. So he said for 36, he would do the 10-year, 100,000 miles, zero deductible, 3,600. So that brings your total to 38,596.
Still a no-brainer.
No problem.
I'll make a motion.
Then
Second.
you gotta get it undercoated and
Whoa, time out.
We haven't even,
Yeah,
haven't voted.
He just made the motion, so.
It's been seconded.
Wait,
then we'll make discussion then.
hang on one second. So John Van and John Osborne,
No,
No.
I seconded it.
Jack. Okay, to buy it for 38,596?
Yeah, with a 10-year.
with the 10-year.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
Okay,
and
now
discussion.
you can have a discussion.
So, I know where Selectman Osborne was alluding to was to have it undercoated, obviously, to prevent these issues that we have on the current one. And I know that Selectman Van, you had mentioned about
Right along in the bed.
yeah, rhino lining or Linex or whatever the bed,
We have, there's budget money too, in the
maintenance.
maintenance, there's
Right,
maintenance money.
right, no, I understand that.
What about undercoating it?
That's
if-
that's what John just said.
No, what about undercoating it if you've got a bumper-to-bumper 10-year warranty?
do anything.
Will it
Doesn't do
affect the
anything.
warranty?
No, my dad asked that and had it
Okay.
on his.
Just
Bumper to
double
bumper is
check.
mechanical.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I just wanted to
mechanical.
make sure, because
Mechanical, probably modules.
don't want to have it.
Mechanical, electrical, it's
Right,
not gonna cover.
right.
Yeah.
Covers
rust.
everything you
To
got,
undercoat
but
costs you
tires
about
and
$150.
rust.
Yeah, for a truck, it's $200 or
And
whatever.
This one here, the light, the toolbox come off this one, go on the new one.
I
I
would
don't know
say-
that the
nope,
I don't know
toolbox
if
will
they'll
fit.
fit.
I'm not sure
No
I want
light.
the toolbox on there.
And no light. If we,
If it fits.
He has to,
Yeah,
you
I
have
got
to
it.
put a
have
light
to
just
put a light on
because, he
we
stops in
can,
the,
we can put a light on it, but probably,
Yes.
probably not that one.
no,
That's-
not the, not the
So
light
if we're
bar.
gonna do that, and now we're kinda deviating, but, if we're gonna go into accessorizing, I'd rather have a headache rack.
Well, no, absolutely, right.
And this way
A
you mount
what?
a headache rack. So instead of mounting the light to the roof and drilling holes in
You
it,
mount it on the rack, yeah. I mean, the thing is, yeah, you could get that at some point. The other thing I
There's
think
other options, right.
is to keep the crap out of the bed is get a tonneau cover for it.
Well,
it'd
that's,
have to be a roll-up, not one of the hard ones.
right, because they need the whole bed when they're doing trash.
No, I
They
mean, you
get
get the
destroyed.
one that you can flip the thing up and then you can flip it up
Yeah.
standing up. So that's a semi-hard cover.
Right.
Trifold,
And it's a lot
trifold.
better. The roll-up ones never snap down right after a while.
Well, you
They
know
don't
what,
snap
I
on
think,
the-
I think the light is first. The other things, I mean, we gotta put a light on it, and I think the highway can get a light. And
Yeah.
I think if I'm not mistaken, they make a pocket, so you don't have to drill a cab or anything for
Right.
now.
There's
So-
other options.
Right.
I
Is
can-
that
I
an
can-
Yeah, I
can
mean,
chat
I
with you
think we
about it
can worry about the accessorizing after we
later,
get it.
right, after we get it here, yeah.
The
This
main
is
concern
the
is,
initial purchase of the
Yeah.
vehicle, we can
Yeah,
discuss
and
that.
undercoating can be a maintenance, it's in the budget item anyway.
Yep,
Agreed.
all right.
As long as the undercoating does not invalidate the factory undercoating warranty.
It won't,
Okay.
it won't.
No, we asked that question when we did ours.
Right, yeah, my dad did
Yeah.
too.
yeah,
Yeah,
it won't.
yeah, it won't. So, all right, motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
All right, can I
Unanimous.
ask one more thing?
Maybe.
With that being said, I'm just guessing you want me to.
I'll make
do
a
the-
motion that we authorize Naomi to sign all the paperwork for it.
Is there a second?
A second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Discussion
Yes.
first, did you want to do it, say anything
No,
first?
no, so I appreciate the motion, but followed by the motion, I would just ask that I could carry this letter over that says that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, moved and seconded. All in favor?
Yes.
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 I know where you were going with it.
Yeah.
I can't write fast
Can I
enough.
borrow your pen?
All right, that's all I got for business tonight.
Okay, awesome.
Make a motion, we adjourn?
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
just in time.